Prince Edward and Sophie beamed on Monday as they arrived in Malta to mark the 60th anniversary of the island's independence. The Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh appeared in great spirits as they met with President Miriam Spiteri de Bono and her husband Drive. Anthony Spiteri de Bono at Grand Master's Palace in St. George Square, Valletta. The four-day visit is set to mark the 60th anniversary of Malta's independence and celebrate the country's shared heritage and continuing collaboration with the UK. It will be a poignant trip for the pair considering the significance the country holds for the royal family. It's where the late Queen Elizabeth II and her husband Prince Philip enjoyed their years as young newlyweds. Duchess Sophie, 59, looked stunning for the occasion, donning a floral white maxi print dress from Gabriella Hearst, complete with a flattering belt, thought to retail at £2,550. She accessorized with a £475 Strathberry Crescent shoulder bag in diamond and vanilla, adding glamour to the look. The stylish Duchess added a pair of tan Jimmy Choo pumps to complete her ensemble, alongside dainty jewelry. Meanwhile, Edward looked handsome in a smart navy suit, paired with a classic light blue shirt. The trip marks the first royal visit to Malta since the Duke of Kent visited in November 2018. One of the highlights of the visit will be a trip on Wednesday to Villa Gardamangia, the former residence of the late Queen and her husband, Prince Philip, the late Duke of Edinburgh, when they were a young married couple. They lived there between 1949 and 1951 while the prince was stationed in Malta as a serving Royal Navy officer, and they returned to the villa to celebrate their 60th wedding anniversary in 2007. Cathy Ward, the UK High Commissioner to Malta, wrote on social media, "Delighted to welcome TRH's the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh to #Malta. This visit underscores the deep bilateral ties shared connection between our two nations. Looking forward to helping build the next chapter of friendship cooperation." Later, the couple headed to Auberge de Castile to meet Prime Minister Robert Abella and his wife, Lydia Abella, before attending a reception at the residence of the British High Commissioner. On Tuesday, the Duke and Duchess will embark on a historical tour of the Grand Harbour's key Second World War sites and meet veterans. They will be invited to lay a wreath and posy of flowers outside the entrance to the harbour in the capital, Valletta. On Wednesday, after their visit to Villa Gardamangia to hear about restoration work taking place, Edward and will view artefacts linked to UK-Malta relations, including a letter from the late Queen inaugurating the island's first parliament. The Duchess will go on to take part in a panel discussion with the Malta police force about how to improve its approach to supporting victims of gender-based violence and human trafficking. She will also lay a posy in memory of murdered journalist Daphne Caruana Galizia, who was killed by a car bomb in 2017 while investigating suspected corruption among high-level political and business circles in the Mediterranean nation. The Duke and Duchess will also attend the King's birthday reception, hosted by the British High Commissioner, and meet young people from across the country. King Charles, then Prince of Wales, first visited Malta in 1969 and visited again in 2015 with Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Philip and Camilla to attend the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Valletta. The King's most recent visit to Malta was in 2017 to mark the 75th anniversary of the island being awarded the George Cross. The Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh last visited Malta together in November 2012, as the Earl and Countess of Wessex, with Sophie returning to Malta in 2018. It comes after it was revealed that Sophie has firmly established herself as one of the hardest-working members of the royal family after stepping up to fill the gap left by King Charles and the Princess of Wales' health crises. With His Majesty, 75, continuing his cancer treatment and Kate, 42, slowly easing herself back into work after revealing she has completed chemotherapy, Sophie has become increasingly important to the firm. More and more, the 59-year-old wife of Prince Edward is being called upon to represent the royal family, both on the world stage and at home. Indeed, the number of royal engagements carried out by the Windsor-based mother of two has more than doubled this month compared to the same time in 2023, reported The Times. The Duchess has completed 37 engagements so far in September, compared to 18 in the same dates last year.